Hello, and welcome to the podcast that discusses all things gaming. Coming to you from the home of Indie PopCon, Gen Con, and the gaming capital of the world, we are the Established Facts.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 164 of the Established Facts. Merry Fluxxmas, everybody. That's right. We are going to be doing a factor play of the game Star Flux, mostly in celebration of the Doctor Who Christmas special. If you...
because we're...
It's on Christmas Day.
Is it on Christmas Day?
Okay. Every year.
Okay.
It's the Doctor reveal.
No, I'm sorry. I meant to ask.
We already know who the Doctor's going to be. But
But
Right,
how?
but they're going to reveal her as...
This
Like what
drops
she is,
on
not
Christmas
just,
Day.
oh,
no,
this
the
is-
20th.
No, the 20th.
So a few days
Sorry.
from here.
Okay,
Right.
I apologize. So you have a few days to get ready
That's right.
for the
her
Doctor's
screen
Christmas
debut
special.
as the Doctor.
That's right.
Yeah, there we go.
If you are not familiar with Doctor Who, you have plenty of time, a week or so, to catch up with all 20,000 episodes. So good luck.
All 13?
Hopefully you
14?
have some holiday
Doctors?
time
God
off.
willing. Now you can start. For the current Christmas special, you could probably start at the beginning of the last series of Capaldi.
Well, a big advantage of most Christmas episodes is that they can sit on their own in
Absolutely.
Doctor Who. That's
They
kind of the
Absolutely.
point. This one, they're making a big deal out of. It's Peter Capaldi
Not
is
cut
the
off, so.
13th. I know you're not missing too much.
No.
Peter Capaldi is the 12th or 13th Doctor, depending on who you talk to.
13.
Correct.
See?
First and only, because it's the same person.
Boom.
And what in the world is that guy's name? Bradley
Cooper.
No, first, the guy who's playing the first Doctor.
Jensen.
No.
Smith.
Or Smithy, if you like.
Johnson. Smith.
Close.
If you like, yeah.
Jonathan Smithy. Is that literally what you just said?
So, because nothing makes sense in Doctor Who, there is an actor who
David
is
Bradley, that's it.
David Bradley.
David Bradley actually played.
We were way off.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I said Bradley.
I said Cooper.
Playing.
Anyways, David Bradley is people know him from Game of Thrones. He also played the actor who was the first Doctor in a miniseries or documentary type movie called Adventures in Time and Space.
Documentary.
Yeah.
I see what you did there,
Good
Josh.
times.
She did
Yeah.
there.
Called Adventure in Time and Space, where they were discussing how the Doctor Who show got put on television. So they're bringing him back to play the first Doctor because the original actor has long since passed away, probably 30 or 40 years ago. So the 13th and the 1st are going to have an adventure together over Christmas, and at the end of that episode, Peter Capaldi will regenerate into the first female Doctor, Jodie Whittaker. So, though, if you haven't heard that, that's not a spoiler. That's been talked about for months
not
now.
new.
But
So,
not the first female Time Lord.
it is not the first female Time
No,
Lord.
she's not the first female Time Lord.
That
Anyways,
one. So,
we should actually play this game.
we're going to play a sci-fi themed Flux game.
I'd rather talk about Doctor Who, but okay.
I mean,
I know.
You
Get
can
another
definitely talk about
podcast.
Doctor Who as we're playing this game.
Yes, it'll happen.
All right. If you are not familiar with Flux, the card game, it is kind of a light party style game.
Does not require a capacitor.
It does not. It does not. We are starting with 3 cards in our hand. There are goal cards, there are action cards, there are rule cards. The only rule at the beginning of the game is that you draw 1 card from the deck and you play 1 card from your hand. All of the cards are self-explanatory. New rules come into play as soon as they touch the table. So if you play a draw card, that increases the amount of cards that you draw. You immediately draw those cards. If you play a play card, that immediately increases how many cards you play. You immediately play the difference. That being said, there are lots of really fun cards in this game, and I think we're all going to have a good time. I think Josh is going to start. So obviously, because we're on a podcast, you'll need to kind of describe what you're doing, but we should be able to do this fairly easily.
For those of us that have played before but don't remember, is there a way to clear the board?
There are
that let you
several
do it.
action cards that will let you reset the board, get rid of new rules, things like that.
Big advantage of this game is the basic rules are draw one, play one. And from there, it's just basically read your card, do what it says when you play said card. So if, as he mentioned, you play a new rules card, if it's a draw card, it actually replaces the draw one card with that new draw number.
Right.
So now the rule is, say, draw 3, play 1. Or there are some that are hand limits. Different things like that will come into play. It is the game of ever-changing rules, thus Flux. So I am going to go first. So I am going
We
to...
mentioned this as a gateway game a long time ago.
Very much so.
Like 3 or 4 episodes ago.
But this one's sci-fi themed, so that's fun.
Again, know your audience.
Correct.
There's all sorts of themes for Flux.
We kind of can't do that. Yeah, because there's
what he's talking about is
So,
Katie just split the deck.
I
so
don't
that
mind
people
drawing
around
out-
the
Set
table
the deck
can
on
reach.
top of
Yeah,
it.
set the
That's
deck on
fine.
top. Incredibly.
No, I understand, but I also
Yeah,
don't
there's
mind handing it off in those situations. The reason why you can't is because there are a lot of cards that are like, look through the draw deck, and
Yeah.
if they're separated, you kind of can't
Draw the
do
first
that.
whatever, yeah.
As a matter of fact, I have a card that says that. That's why I'm like, I can't do that.
well, then let's
play
include
it.
like half the table because you basically added in
I
front of us and
understand.
nobody else.
Well, I'm actually going to go ahead and put the first goal out into play.
Welcome to the Established Facts Play a Game Together.
Right?
Good luck.
So, Flux has goal cards. They're, in this case, kind of pink in hue. So the person... Currently, in order to win the game, you have to have both the time traveler and the scientist on the table as keepers. to
Can you
win.
describe what these things look like for those of us that can't see
I
them?
just did.
he did say it is sort of a pink hue. He
I
did
don't know.
describe
No.
that.
Describe the
It says
time
the
traveler.
time traveler and the scientist. That's the name of the keeper.
Okay, but what does the time traveler look like?
He looks like the Doctor walking out of the TARDIS.
Okay.
He's wearing a bowler hat, but that's what it looks like. And the scientist has a white coat, and he looks like he's coming up with some concoction out of his hand.
Okay, very good.
Got a magnifying glass.
All right.
So,
Draw a card, Deb.
thank you. I'm still going to play this one.
Go for it.
New rule, keeper limit 3. Except during your turn, you can only have 3 keepers in play. Discard extras of your choice immediately. You may play new keepers during your turn as long as you discard to 3 when your turn ends.
So a keeper is a card that you will play in order to complete a goal. So we already said that our goal currently is to have the time traveler and the scientist. Those are both keeper cards. So they're going to be a green border card that we play in front of us in order to try and complete that goal. The goal is going to constantly change, and keepers are going to change, especially now that we have a limit of 3. That means we can only have 3 in front of us at any one time. And if we happen to have had more than 3, we would have to discard down to 3. But because it's the second card played, we don't have to worry
Speaking
about
of that, anytime a rule comes into play, it is immediately in play.
Correct.
So if you drew one and played that card, and it's a draw card, you do get to draw up the difference. Or if there's a keeper limit and you've got 5 in front of you, as soon as you play keeper limit 3, you have to drop 2 of them. So the rules are constantly changing. Don, your turn.
Yeah, can you hand me a card, please?
Absolutely.
That
Tried,
was tossing.
sorry.
That'll work, though.
It was a
Okay.
short toss.
I know the silence is so much
Okay.
fun.
So I have the Keeper the Scientist in my hand. I'm going to play that. And the Scientist has a special rule that says, if you have this on the table, once per turn you can steal one of these keepers from another player if in play. The energy being, the energy crystals, the monolith, or the unseen force.
Alrighty then.
Going to play that keeper in front of me, and then I'm going to pass my turn to Jake. Jake, you're going to draw one card as Josh flips it at you. And then you're going to play one card from your hand, and it can be anything that you would like. If you drew a creeper, which is similar to a keeper, you have to immediately play it, and you can draw a card to replace it.
Okay.
So exciting.
I know, right?
It's a hard one to do. when
Well,
you're
and
going
Jake's never played Flux.
Right.
So this is a brand new game
It's a newbie.
for him.
And also, I'm a super noob at board games and journals.
That's
There
okay.
you go. There you
This
go.
is a
That's
card
totally
game.
fine.
You are still a gamer, so, video games count.
I got it. I got it. You figure out what you're going to play.
Point that thing at your
I'll
mouth.
fix your microphone. Not a problem.
Stepping on
So-
up to the microphone.
Okay, so I can play this one.
I have a thought
Yeah.
that
It
while we're
replaces
doing
the
this
other
so that
one.
there's
Alright,
not
so
much
I'm gonna play
silence,
a
we should
gold
have a
card.
topic of conversation.
And
Sure.
it's the planetary system. The player who has the distant planet and the small moon on the table wins.
Okay, a new goal. We have a
New goal.
new goal. So we discard the old goal, and now we have a new
Planet
one.
and the small
And what is it called?
Planetary system.
Planetary system. So we need a planet and a moon.
Distant planet and small moon.
Distant
Right.
planet and a small
Katie,
moon.
it is your turn. Go ahead and draw a card.
Find that small moon.
So, as we were playing Starflux,
Christmas plans?
yeah, what are we all looking forward to in the Christmas/New Year's holiday?
To the
that will be
Christmas
coming
season
up?
being over?
Yeah,
Yeah, for December to be done.
Hanukkah.
As Avital, Jake, and I, the three people here that exist in the shipping world, December is the worst month of the year. It's absolutely terrible. We hate it. We can't wait for it to be over.
Like, I like Christmas, and the Christmas spirit and Christmas music and da-da-da, but I die. I work, 8 to 9 hours at UPS in the morning, and then I go work 4 at my second job, and then I go home and I go to sleep.
And then you get up and you do it all over again.
All right, I'm going to
Anyways.
play a new goal. It's
That's exciting.
City of Robots. The player who has the alien city and the robot on the table wins.
Alien City and the Robot. New goal.
My wife and I are having family over. My entire family, including my half sister and her family, are flying in, and they're going to stay over Christmas Eve into Christmas night. So that's going to be fun. I'm excited, but I'm the same though. But
Depending on
Way
how you
excited.
define fun.
I don't know where we're going to put 17 people.
I don't know where we're going to
You have a huge
ready.
living room. They can all
Avital is
sleep
ready
on the
for her
floor.
turn.
Awesome.
That's
Okay,
about
so
it, because
when
I'm
I
not
was-
sharing my bed.
When I was given my 3 cards, I had one of them that was a creeper, and so I asked. This is before we started recording. I asked if I have one now. Do I immediately put it down and pick up a new one? They said yes, so I put it down. Anyways, so the creeper that is down in front of me is evil. It says you can't win if you have this unless the goal says otherwise. If you have any keepers in play, you must choose one to attach this to. Both cards stay together until discarded. So that's down in front of me. So I'm going to change the goal to evil brain parasites, and the player who has evil and brain parasites on the table wins.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So you have evil and you need brain parasites.
Isn't that exciting?
That is exciting. That sounds
While
like every...
I'm just going to go and give us a new goal after that one of lasers on stun. Lasers on stun puts... I can't read the card anymore.
It's the winner with it has the laser pistol and the captain.
So the laser pistol looks like a generic laser pistol, and the captain looks like a Star Trek person in the superhero hands on hips pose.
Something very entertaining about this game is that they are all generic terms for the things you're used to seeing.
That's right.
Thus, the Doctor is the time
We
traveler.
love you.
Unless it is
Ew.
specifically a themed flux, everything is copyright free.
That's right.
And I will say that my holiday thing this year is not having to travel across state lines to be with my in-laws. They have moved to this state and really close to me, so really it's just a drive down the road to get to my mom's house,
And
to
back
my
home.
in-laws' house, to my house. It will take approximately 20 minutes to complete that circuit.
That's
I'm
nice.
going to put in a new rule of draw 2,
Yay! So you immediately draw a new card.
and that would be
And
it.
that's
So
it.
it is now draw 2, play 1.
Debbie?
I will say, despite my earlier pessimism, this December I am very looking forward to because Jake and I will have our first Christmas in our new apartment that we are at this point when this releases have already moved into.
Hopefully.
And so on November
We will be.
15th. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. We will be moved in.
Cool.
Already moved.
Okay, so we're going to do a new rule, which is play 4.
Oh my gosh.
So if you do your math, that's draw 2, play 4. So I've now played 1,
So you have 3
to
more.
which then I'm going to give us a new goal of strange powers. The player who has the unseen force and the energy being on the table wins. And unseen force is eyes and some hand reaching out into space. And the energy being looks like a cloud in darkness. So kind of a little bit of that Star Trek-y floaty thing going. All right, so that's 2. Next, we're going to do rules reset because I think that's hilarious. Reset to all the basic rules.
Ha.
And does
So
that
now everybody is
immediately end
back
the turn?
to draw one, play one.
Cool.
If you hadn't played the 4th card, that doesn't happen now because you reset
Yeah.
the
Correct.
rules?
It's done.
Okay.
It's immediate.
It's immediate, so now I'm done. It's all back to...
Again, I've played this before.
Yeah.
Make
I
any
just
sense.
need to be refreshed.
Yes.
Joshy, if you wouldn't mind handing me a card. Thank you very much. Ooh. I got a lot of craziness in here. So I'm going to play a new goal that is called I'm Depressed.
Oh, cheer up, bud.
The player who
It's
has
their Christmas.
The most amount of scars on their wrist.
No.
It is the holiday season.
The player who has the intergalactic travel guide and the robot on the table. Okay?
That's good.
I'm
Marvelous.
depressed. That's right.
Bloody marvelous.
Hey, why'd you just throw my goal away, sir?
Sorry.
That's okay.
I knew I needed to
Because he
discard
wants the
gold.
other goal so he can win.
Yeah, he's like, no, I want to win. All right, Jake, go ahead and draw
That was a
one
failed
more.
sleight of hand roll, sir.
Right. So, Jake, other than celebrating, obviously, with Katie in your guys' new apartment, what are you planning on doing for Christmas?
Let's see. I know we usually have family get-togethers, so we'll be hitting up my parents and probably grandparents and their parents' house too.
So, lots of parents.
Just parents.
Just parents.
All the parents.
It'll be
All
great.
the parents.
many
And it
parents.
doesn't change, just so
And-
you know.
We do. With my family, we do all of our extended family. So it's all my cousins and aunts and uncles, too.
Great.
Duck, Jake, duck.
Jake, this
Jake is
this
so
turns you
excited.
from an in-law to an outlaw.
That's what it is.
when the answer is yay, you're an in-law. When the answer is you're an outlaw.
It's okay. He's never been to a family Christmas of mine. 2 Christmases ago, my dad and my uncle kept referring to Koreans as moon face people, so it's great. Wow. Yeah, welcome to politically incorrect and drunk.
Wow.
It's a good time.
Tell us about it
Dowie.
later.
Once again, great. All right. Well, I'm going to play a new goal.
Okay.
This is
Get drunk, you won't remember.
right.
Oh,
Personal goal.
goal.
All right, 2 pieces, get drunk and don't remember on the
Speaking
table.
of, Deb, what did you put in this eggnog?
All right, this goal is what doc where, and it says the player who has the doctor and the time traveler on the table wins.
Aren't they the same?
No, they are not
No,
because
there's a doctor.
What does the
and then,
doctor
like,
look
Look
like?
at Deb.
He looks like a doctor with a white
like a
coat.
sci-fi doctor,
Medical doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking
Like bones.
White.
Like
Yep.
Yeah, it has the red cross on his shoulder.
Gotcha.
And yeah, okay.
I wasn't aware. See, that's why I'm asking
no,
what the
I-
pictures are, because I might have that card, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Yes, but it has the text on the top of what it is.
but I was thinking about Doc
Okay,
Brown with
spoilers.
like wild
I can't
gray
read.
hair and all that, which is not right.
I never learned to read.
Oh,
Which is great for an audio medium. I mean, you don't have to
Absolutely
read.
right.
You're
No.
not a blogger.
I just
so.
make it up as
Are
I
you
go.
changing the goal again?
I am.
My goodness, we have one keeper on the table.
I haven't drawn a single keeper,
Okay.
so the goal is now changing to seeking new civilizations. The player who has the distant planet and the alien city on the table wins. We have a Saturn-like planet and an alien city.
An alien city?
yeah.
Is it in a bottle? Because that would be awesome.
Not that we can see, but
All right.
Do do do.
Katie,
Oh, sorry.
when it's my turn, would you mind handing me a card?
No, not at all.
Thanks. Let me see if I can get
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
everyone at the table to hand me a card before it's
Oh
over.
goodness.
I won't do it.
Okay.
Get
Nor
up
will I.
and walk
Way
over
too
here.
far
and hand
away.
me a
No,
card.
that ain't happening. You know that. I'm not getting out of this chair.
This is me playing lawful evil.
I'm
no, you
gonna
will.
go ahead and play this keeper,
You'll do it because I said so.
which is the doctor.
Okay.
oh, you have the
I
doctor.
have to attach this creeper to my
Also, now it's an
keeper.
evil doctor?
So it's actually an evil doctor now.
That's legit.
Favorite
It
part.
says, if you have any keepers in play, you must choose one to attach this to. This is the first
Yep.
keeper, so
Yep.
it's
an evil
now
doctor.
an evil
That's an
doctor.
evil doctor.
He's a mad doctor. He's not just evil. Katie?
Insane and slightly angry.
All right, Mike
you.
Mason.
I will play an action card. Draw 3, play 2 of them. To play this card, do whatever it says, then place it on the discard pile. Set your hand aside. Draw 3 cards and play 2 of them. Discard the last card, then pick up your hand and continue with your turn. This card and all cards played because of it are counted as eligible in play. So, I have been given 3 cards. I must play 2 of them. I will play a keeper, that is the starship. It looks like a mix between Battlestar Galactica and Imperial Destroyer. And I will play an action card. Let's simplify. Discard your choice of up to half, rounded up, of the new rule cards currently in play,
There are no new rule
No
cards
new
in
rule
play.
cards in play.
which makes it real easy for me to play that card and discard the other one.
0.
Then I'll have my turn.
I'd say that was your play one.
Because you play
so
1.
That's
so
No, the card that he picked up said that he had to immediately.
it. No, I know,
Free
but
play
he
two.
played
That
the
counts as
action
play one?
card.
Count-
That
the
is
action
play
card
one.
counts as his
Got it,
play.
That was his play 1, and then he played with in
that
that action.
And it says play the rest of the turn. The rest
And
of the
the rest of my turn is your turn, Josh.
Yeah. All right. All right. I'm going to put down the energy crystals. So the energy crystals are crystals with a pink glowing energy around them.
Keeper.
It's kryptonite.
Keeper.
Pink.
There's pink kryptonite.
I know.
It has the power
Well,
to
I'm
turn
gonna,
any Kryptonians
Actually, that's mine.
You're going to take my energy crystals.
Yep.
to
Out of turn, I
fall
can
in
take
love with
someone
the
else's
opposite gender
card.
that they
Those
were
are
attracted
the
to
purple
before.
interrupt cards.
They are.
Purple interrupt.
I'm going to play a new rule, hand limit 2. If it isn't your turn, you can only have 2 cards in your hand. Discard your choice of extras immediately.
Everybody discard down to 2.
Hey, I only have 2.
Oh, in your hand?
During
Yep.
your turn, this rule does not apply to you. When your turn is over, discard down to 2 cards. I have 2 cards in my hand.
I'm so glad I played that when Josh played his.
You're welcome. Actually, that was not planning that at all, but
Josh. That was mean.
it's a game. All right, Donald.
Okay, well, I'd like a card, please.
Well, you know, you're demanding like that.
Your needs.
I chose the wrong
My needs.
Your
It's all
needs.
about him.
Right.
It's all about him.
I'm going to activate my scientist once per turn. I can steal a certain card. I'd like to steal those energy crystals.
Oh, damn it.
Wandering energy crystals.
Thanks.
That was special. Jerk.
Okay, let's see. Wow. Okay, I'm going to play a new rule. Play all.
Why?
This will be good.
Okay. Draw 1, play all.
I'm going to trash a new rule. I would like to get rid of that card. Hand limit to no bueno.
Well, you're playing all anyway.
And then
so.
I'm going to play Beam Us Up. And this says all beings, I love how it says all beings, in play are... I'm sorry. All beings in play are returned to the hands of their owners unless someone has the teleport chamber in play, in which case that player takes all beings in play and adds them to their hand. So all beings would be...
People.
Would they be people?
Mm-hmm.
There are actually things called beings.
Are there?
Like there's an energy being, remember?
I think humans would count as a being, too.
We're going to say,
a
for the
little
sake of
blurry. Okay, sure.
podcasting, anything that would have a pulse would be a being.
Yeah, so your doctor.
doctor.
Yeah.
So go ahead and get rid of that. And then I'll play my scientist because, I have to play all the cards in my hand.
Yeah, because you did that.
And
Oh.
then I'm done.
How convenient.
Uno
Jake.
Cardo.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if
You
that's
see why we enjoy this game? It's just ridiculous like that.
insane.
It's
Yeah, now you
currently
gotta play all your cards.
all of them.
You have to put them all out.
Bam.
But in whatever order
All right.
you want.
He's got 3 keepers.
Oh, okay. I was like, sometimes order
All right.
Do any of them match the...
Nope.
Nope.
One of them.
Well, one
Yeah,
of them,
one
the
of them
distant
does.
planet does.
Nice. You have the teleporter, too.
I know.
And a traveler.
I should have put that down.
You
Alright,
should
so I
have
drew a
all- you'd
creeper.
had all the beings.
You draw another one in place of it.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so
Read it.
I drew a creeper. It's a malfunction. It says you can't win if you have this unless the goal says otherwise. If you have any equipment creepers in play, you must choose one to attach it. Equipment keepers in play, you must choose one to attach this to. Any special powers of the keeper become ignored. Both cards stay together until discarded. All right. I'm also, since I have to play my whole hand, I'm going to play new goal, Lunar Archaeology. You have to have the small moon and the monolith. The small moon looks like a small moon, and the monolith looks like a giant black table.
It kind of does.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yep.
All right, and then let's see.
Stop. 7 seconds. Stop.
That just says equipment.
This is 15. It's 15.
No, 7 seconds is the limit on audio medium.
15.
Oh, since when?
It's 15. Since
Lawyer.
I just said it was now. This is the established facts, my friend. I don't know if you've been paying attention for the last 7 years, but we say what goes
Legal
on this
studies?
show. Yeah, no, that doesn't apply to this at all.
okay.
My degree has nothing to do
I was
with...
trying. I was really trying.
Katie is
Yeah.
trying to have her turn.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Yep,
Sorry.
still
Bad.
playing.
All.
All right, so my action, I have creeper reassignment. I'm going to reassign the creeper I got to Donald's energy crystals.
I think I get to choose where it goes.
No, you don't. It's an equipment.
Excuse me. I get to choose where it goes.
And
On your crystals.
No, because they're not an equipment.
Does
put it on the crystals, Donald.
They're not.
That's the
If you
question
have
of-
any equipment
Yeah.
keepers,
How
it's
can you tell
Crystals are not
How can you-
they're
equipment.
not equipment.
How do
are
you
they?
know it's equipment?
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's what I want.
Does it say equipment?
It doesn't.
That's what I was assuming since it's not a
But
person.
No,
it's
like the
equipment.
transporter is equipment.
someone does it have an on-off switch in the upper right-hand corner?
Yes.
Then it's equipment.
Oh, okay, then. That doesn't. See, it doesn't have the on off switch on here. So I didn't know that there was a. I'm going to have to play it on this transporter then.
There we go. See, malfunctioning
Nice.
transporter.
Ooh,
See how
that'd be
much
fun.
she loves you.
It's your
Jake.
girlfriend.
Sorry, babe. I
She
tried,
made your transporter
I tried to
malfunction.
Sabotage Donald's crystals. And new rule, hand limit 1.
Yay! No cards.
You guys thought I
have
was
no
mean.
cards.
I tried. I tried to hold on to that, but we got the play
Discard
also.
down to 1. I know, right?
Discard down to
My
1. All right. Here. That's my discard.
Okay.
Good times.
Draw one, play all with
Yeah.
only one card in your hand.
Right.
Yes. When the
So
turn's
draw
over,
one, play two.
One. Yeah. Two. Yeah. Draw one.
Well, in
Play
your case,
two.
it'll be play
It'll
one.
be
All right,
yeah.
I
Draw
am
one, play one.
going to. Well, play all.
So
Whatever.
draw a card, play it.
Well, let's play all.
it is play all. You're right.
But
The order's important.
So this is why order is important because of the card that I have. You know what? I am going to play this, which is a veto, and I can discard my choice of up to 2 new rules currently in play, and I'm discarding both of those rules.
All right, and that ends your turn.
And da-da-da-da, I'm done.
Bye-bye.
Da-da-da-da-da.
The card is slowly making its way to me.
It is to you.
Do. Oh, what? Sorry. Somehow I went to Rudolph. I know this is Christmas related, sort of, but
Christmas time.
yeah.
I like Christmas songs.
Simply having wonderful
Christmas time. My Christmas time is like tired.
Yeah,
I mean, like I still like Christmas.
yeah.
At
Work,
any time.
I don't miss working at FedEx at all.
New rule. Get on with it. At any time before your final play, if you are not empty-handed, you may discard your entire hand and draw a new hand of 3 cards. This is a free action, but if you take it, your turn ends immediately.
Okay.
So I'm playing this card, discarding this card for 3 new cards.
Good play.
And then your turn is over, yes?
And then my turn ends, yeah, because I played a card, and then I got to play a card for free.
Nice.
And draw new ones. A being is a card that has a brain on it.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
Okay,
That would
so
be
that would
nice
have made
if there was
sense.
like a.
Rules.
A rule
I know,
book
if there
that
was a
says
rule
that?
book to
There
this
is
game.
a rule book, but it doesn't have the icons.
No, I was going to say if there was an
Totally
icon
teasing.
on the keeper card, like so. you knew
Icons.
what-
Living being has a brain. Mechanical device has an on-off switch.
I was wrong.
Reading them is
That's okay.
amazing.
Yeah, it would still be nice if it was on. Yeah, if it.
I mean,
if it was
I
on
was just
the
making those up.
creeper
Ladies
Turns
and
out I was
gentlemen.
right.
Welcome to playing a game with these facts.
All right, I'm going to discard my hand, draw up 3, and pass turn. It's still draw 1, play 1.
I am going to play a keeper, the expendable crewman. Anytime any player
Does he have a
discards or
red
takes
shirt?
away
Of course
one
he
of your
does, okay.
keepers, they must take this one instead if you have it on the table. And yes, it looks like the Star Trek red shirt. I mean, because that's
What did it say? Anytime what?
Anytime any player discards or takes away one of your keepers, they must take this one instead if you have it on the table. And yeah, it's a red shirt. So that's my draw and play one. Don.
Okay.
Good times.
Will.
No. If Deb wanted to discard that card, she could, right?
I can discard it, but anytime any
It says discard hand. So she's already played it. She discarded the rest of her. But she only had play one. She already played it.
No, I meant the get on with it. Doesn't
No,
that say?
she already played the keeper.
my keeper was my play one.
I'm gonna discard this
So then
card.
her turn was over.
I'm gonna-
I believe.
Do we don't still have a hand limit, do we?
No.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and discard this card, draw 3 cards, and end my turn.
Hold on, that rule's gone. Oh
No,
no,
it's
she's looking
not
at the
gone.
rule. Oh, good. I didn't see it. I thought it was gone.
Now, so the rule is instead of playing a card, you use this.
Is that what it
At
says?
any point before
Currently,
your
because that's the
final
only-
play, so you still have to have a play.
And because
You
it's
may
not the
discard your
rules.
entire hand.
Okay.
Only if you're not empty-handed, though, which I am.
Well, that's what I just did. Is drew.
Wait.
A card
Well, no,
and then
you draw a
instead of
card,
playing
discard it.
Oh, okay.
Jake, it is all you, sir.
Hopefully it's not a poopy card. And hopefully it's not a good card and it's something poopy to get rid of.
Did you get anything good?
He's thinking
Depends
about
on the day of the year.
I can get rid of this creeper.
it. Make it disappear.
How do you do, I?
How do you?
See, you met my
They got real.
faithful Christmas man.
Giggle.
He's just a little
Okay,
jolly
so-
fellow.
Okay, cool.
Belly
I'll
full of
just
Jell-O.
play this.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't
That's
you
gone.
Oh, the engineer repairs the malfunction? Nice.
Yeah, it says the engineer says if you have this on the table, you can discard malfunction if it's attached to one of your other cards.
Nice.
Nice.
The creeper
Sweet.
was
Nice.
That's
attached to My
perfect.
teleporter. So
Sweet.
actually, I was gonna plan to just move the teleporter around to other people.
There was a deep dark plot, but now his engineer fixed his teleporter,
Thanks,
so look at
engineer.
that.
Keeping me on the good side.
I too went with the draw a card, discard it, and then get 3
Oh,
cards.
you saw?
New hand. Oh, I gotta play that.
By the way, for those who are curious, Flux is actually made by Looney Labs, I believe.
See it on the box?
That's what I just looked in. It's not on that box.
Discard hand and draw 3
Yeah, it's
new
on the
cards. And now
top.
my
Yeah,
turn
it's
is
made
over.
by-
It's Lance's turn.
You hand me a card, I'll
Yep.
call.
Made by Looney Labs. Check them out. They're usually like $20 to $25. And there
I'm
are
going to
tons of
play a
different
keeper
versions.
that is the captain.
The captain.
If you have this on the table, once per turn, you can steal one of these keepers from another player in play. Doctor, engineer, scientist, or expendable crewman.
So we have an engineer, a scientist, and an expendable crewman on the table.
Correct.
My turn is over.
Okie dokie. Well, that being said, we've been around about 3 times. It's been about 30 some odd minutes.
We're no closer to winning.
We are not.
Not even
Nowhere. Literally nowhere.
That at this
And
point,
then the rules are gone.
and now
Right.
the rules are gone. So.
Well, and the way you win, of course, is to match the goal. I think the current closest, does anybody have the moon out or
nope.
the
Or the
no,
monolith.
no, not
No.
even.
We've
sort of
also
close.
had a surprising lack of keepers come out this game.
Well, yeah.
Like,
It's true. Like, Jake has 4.
Correct.
But like,
It took him a long time to get there.
I just got
and
my
none of them
second
matched the agenda. So
and
I literally have only had one this entire game.
Yeah, I had one, and then
And that's because I stole it from Josh.
It's true.
Wow.
It just so happens, as the host, I can pretty much do whatever I want.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah, so I'm going to give Jake my energy crystals, and I'm going to change the goal to we need more power. So he has to have the
Oh,
engineer
look,
and the
he
crystal,
wins.
and he wins.
Oh, but I'm going to steal that engineer right before he does that.
at that.
Hooray!
Engineer walks into the front, like the command room or whatever. Like, look what I found. Poof, he's gone.
Then the alien that happens to have pointy ears and does the weird thing with his hand walks in, grabs him, and says, "The needs of the many outweigh
the needs of the few or the one.
All right, so that was Flux-ish.
That was how it goes. It's an interesting game.
It's a good fluxing game.
I literally played a game of Flux that was like a minute and a half.
Wow.
That's how the cards happen.
Yeah, exactly. Because it was literally someone played a goal and the next person had the 2 keepers and boom, boom, I win. And I'm like, okay, what else you want to play? And then I played it over an hour.
Last no time, and then it can last forever.
It doesn't have rules to learn because the basic rules are draw one, play one, and then everyone is learning
That's
Good
right.
luck.
the rules as they go. So.
All right.
Now what?
It's Christmas Day.
Is it?
No.
I thought that was tomorrow.
5 days.
5 days.
5 days from now.
It's
But
Christmas Day.
Oh.
We're playing pretend.
Oh.
Imagine if you will.
Imagine if you will. You wake up on Christmas Day, and instead of a Christmas tree in your front room, you have a strange blue police box sitting in your living room.
Christmas ever.
Shoot it. Shoot it until it breaks.
That's right.
You can.
How did that
I was
happen?
going to say, it's got an energy field around it.
And
You'll run out of bullets.
for purposes of the next Christmas special, lovely lady walks out of this box that is in your living room. Now, for the purpose
shooting.
of this role play, you all live together. Okay,
Oh, we're
just because it
roommates.
makes it easier for me.
Do we have spouses still?
No,
Okay.
it's literally the 6 of you that are at this table, all living communally in the house together. Oh, so yeah, Josh and Deb would be married.
We're the only ones who get to stay
But am I
married.
still married to my wife in this scenario?
In this scenario, no.
Okay.
It's pretend.
Oh, my.
Hey, we still get to date. High five.
Bam.
Thank you.
Outlaw Jake.
All right.
I'm slowly.
The doctor steps out, and she says, I have been tasked with saving my friend Saint Nicholas. You may know him as Santa. Others may know him as Nick Frost. The point of the matter is,
Père Noël.
his workshop has been overrun by Daleks. For those of you who are not Doctor Who fans, or
Badness.
Whovians, if you will,
They're squids
they
in
are
tin cans.
AKA genocidal robots bent on termination of anything that's not a Dalek.
not. They are
Upside down
squids.
trash cans.
Exterminate.
What they
Okay.
look like, okay?
They're like
For the
androids,
Jakes
not
of the
robots.
world.
They
For the-
have
for the Jakes of the
biological
world.
function.
I feel you.
Santa's workshop has been taken over by the Daleks, and we need to save it from them. So, I would like to make all of you my companions. And in order to complete this task,
Glad it's bigger on the inside.
that's right, there's a pool in the library.
Hello.
In order to complete this task, I am willing to gift you one science fiction piece of equipment that you could find in any one of your fictitious tales. So it is your job to determine what that piece of equipment might be in order to help us save Santa's workshop. It doesn't matter what it is, but you have to have a good reason why. So, who would like to start? Who would like to
I'm
start?
glad you caught your own pun there.
Excuse me as my eyes roll.
Anybody?
I know what I would want.
Josh, go.
Can I have one of your nifty sonic screwdrivers?
Oh, which one?
Over the years, I've seen
laser.
it used from
Laser's better.
multiple scenarios. But your previous incarnations looked like it had a little bit more training to it, particularly in wood. Sure. So
Josh likes his wood.
when going to Santa's workshop, I am sure are going to have to reconstruct a few things in order to put up a proper barrier to defeat the Daleks.
Sure. All right. Granted. Who's next?
I think I should save mine, because if I get mine, I'm going to save mine.
Just say.
I'm nervous. I'm going to.
Yeah, I don't either.
Okay. Because if I say mine, I'm not really sure any of the rest of you will even need yours. It's the problem. I would.
Not true.
Okay, because I would like, and I believe this is a science. Now, I could be corrected, Doctor. Of course, this is a science fiction thing. I would like, maybe an acquaintance of yours, another doctor's piece of equipment. Only, I think he was known as Doctor Strange.
Knock, knock.
Yeah, who's there?
Doctor.
Doctor Who?
No, Doctor Strange.
Aha.
Oh gosh, that was
I liked it,
great.
Lance.
Thank you.
I would personally like the time gem that he wears in that.
The Eye of Agamotto?
Yes, I would like the Eye of Agamotto. If that's considered a science fiction
Which
piece
in
of
the
equipment.
Marvel Cinematic Universe is one of the Infinity Stones. The Time Stone.
That's true.
And for what purpose would that be?
I think that being able to manipulate time, meaning we can go back into, not to the beginning of time, I realize that there are limits. Wiping out the Daleks at the beginning of time, I'm sure would push a lot of limits, and we don't push limits with the Doctor at all. So I think that maybe rewinding time for a few hours, a few days.
You want a time turner?
I want a time turner, correct.
No, you want the Eye of Agamotto. Somebody else might want a time turner.
Well,
It's
that's
not
true
from
too.
Science fiction.
Someone else
so
want
we
one
can't
Will
have
Turner.
it.
That's technically fantasy. That's not really sci-fi.
Yeah.
Although you could argue it, I guess. But anyway, to turn back time a few days to give us a little more of a head start on taking out the Daleks.
Well, you know, time travel is a silly thing.
Oh, indeed it is. Wibbly wobbly. Timey-wimey.
But your wish is granted.
Yes.
Who's next?
I tell you, I'm most excited for Jake's.
Step up to the blue
mine.
box.
All right. So a scientific fiction or what was it again?
Sci-fi piece of equipment
Okay. All right. All
from,
right.
from anywhere.
I'm gonna have to go. So okay, I am not privy to the Doctor Who.
That's okay.
So
It's just the Doctor, dear.
okay. Example A. Anyway, so the equipment that I would take would be the portal gun from Portal.
Oh. Ooh.
And why?
Because I can go anywhere, shoot, and if I need to, remove all of the insert name that you said earlier.
Daleks.
There we go. And get him out of Santa's workshop, and or could just go in and save Santa by myself.
Granted.
That's good.
That's good. Who's next? We only have so much time, dearies.
Pretty sure.
All right, I'll grab one of the flashy things from Men in Black. Because, as Lance pointed out earlier, the Daleks do actually have organic matter inside of them, and they can see through their little eye stalks. So I'm just going to turn it up to max and go in and flash them and convince them all that they don't actually hate humans. They love Christmas, and they want to help Santa make some toys and deliver them.
I want to clarify. You want to
I'm
use
sure-
the neuralizer,
Oh,
not just
yes.
flash them.
That's
No, the flashy thing.
Yeah,
That's what I said,
it's called the
flash-
neuralizer.
Yeah.
Use the neuralizer to flash them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because while they'll be blinded and temporarily stunned, they might not forget what they've seen.
Granted. Well, 2 more minutes, and then we're off.
Drawing blanks right now. Okay.
I would like one of those Death Star things. Can I have one of those?
I'll see what I can do.
Because I have a feeling that the best way to keep them out of Santa's shop is just to nuke it from space.
Great idea.
The planet?
Yes, the whole planet will keep them out of Santa's workshop.
Interesting. I'll take it under advisement.
Wow.
Look, when you've seen as many sci-fi movies as I have, you find that humans tend to be the bad guy in most of them.
In most of them. Well,
All the bad things.
Remarkably true. At least on Earth.
At least on
At least on Earth. And you, dear,
She wants a cell phone
a cell phone.
so she can entertain herself while this is all happening.
Or a holodeck.
I already have one of those.
Right.
It's just a deck that's hollow.
Yeah. It's the poop deck.
I'm having difficulty thinking of things, so I'm gonna go with a med kit
Oh, look for Ralph.
so that I can help everyone
Oh.
when they are done fighting.
Look at that.
Sounds
She can
good.
be
A
an
back
actual
tank.
After they've been
doctor.
exploded in space.
After they.
She wants to help them.
I don't want them to explode.
I don't want to explode.
Well, dearies, off we are.
Hi ho.
Hi ho.
It's off to Christmas
All right.
we go.
So that is our Christmas special.
Words?
Yes.
Words are hard.
This is how we end the show.
That's right. That's right. On our last episode, which is episode 163, if you're keeping account, take out
We
your
are.
abacus and count. Yeah, that's right. On our last episode, we established that as we know it about equestrian sports, horses love party games.
That's right.
And for episode 164, our Merry Fluxxmas episode, first of all, we want to thank you all for playing a game with the established facts.
Yay.
Our fact for our last fact for 2017
Oh, goodness.
is as follows. Holiday goals. Number 1, see family. Number 2, exchange gifts with family. Number 3, consume enough alcohol to forget about your obnoxious, mildly racist family. Thank you so much for listening to the Established Facts in 2017 and on this episode. We love you, and we will see you next year.
Merry
See you
Christmas.
next year.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
Please visit us at www.theestablishedfacts.com and our Facebook page, facebook.com/theestablishedfacts. If you would like to support us by buying some merchandise, visit cafepress.com/castingrobot.
Bonus